This is WHYT here with an important message. First, the scenario you are about to watch have valid emergency alert system tones. If these tones can be misused properly, it can cause an activation of the emergency alert system, which can result in panic. Please do not misuse these tones, because I don't want you to get in trouble because of that. Secondly, do not steal any content from this video without my permission. Failure to listen to this will result in a copyright strike on your video without a comment warning. I am tired of watching people's content being stolen for no reason. Thirdly, the content you are about to watch may scare some viewers. Therefore, viewer discretion is advised. I don't want to be the reason why you're crying to your parents at 3 a.m. in the morning. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this scenario. Just make sure you bring a snack and drink with you, as you will be here for a long time if you decide to watch this through the entire way. YouTube will make sure to leave off where you were. Enjoy the scenario, and make sure to like and subscribe, as likes really help getting the video to get out to other people. Enjoy! This is NOAA Weather Radio, all hazards, station WXL39. Here are the 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time observations for northeastern Pennsylvania. At the Lehigh Valley International Airport, it was partly cloudy. The temperature was 42 degrees, the dew point 23 degrees, and the relative humidity was 30%. The wind was light and variable. The pressure was 30.03 inches and steady. Across northeastern Pennsylvania, it was partly cloudy. It was 41 in Hazleton, 39 in Wilkes-Barre, 43 in Lancaster, 45 in Reading, and 46 in Philadelphia. Across northwest New Jersey, it was cloudy. It was 40 in Andover and 42 in Morristown. It was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 38 in Sussex and 44 in Somerville. Around the region, skies ranged from partly sunny to cloudy. The temperature was 46 in Harrisburg, 39 in State College, 43 in Williamsport, 34 in Binghamton, 45 in New York City, and 44 in Washington, D.C. Repeating, at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at the Lehigh Valley International Airport, the temperature was 42 degrees. Here is the hazardous weather outlook for northwest New Jersey. Day 1, through tonight. No significant hazardous weather is expected at this time. Day 2 through 7. Friday through Wednesday there is the potential for a significant coastal system to impact the area Tuesday into Wednesday. There is very high uncertainty all around the storm. Some models predict a heavy snow for areas west of I-95 and a mix for areas east of 95. Other models have an either all-rain event and all-snow event for the entire area. If all-snow event occurs, snow totals could be upwards of 2 feet, with an all-rain effect bringing 2 to 4 inches of rain. Confidence is expected to rapidly increase within the next few days, and we expect to have a better understanding of what will happen. Spotter information statement. The following message is being transmitted by the request of the Phillipsburg Police Department, in conjunction with the New Jersey State Police. A dangerous situation is unfolding in the city of Phillipsburg. At 4:57 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, numerous 911 calls were coming in that food turkey people had stored has suddenly morphed into actual turkeys, before they would go on a rampage on anything it sees in its sight that seems to be a threat. Numerous injuries have been confirmed. However, at this time, no fatalities have been reported. It is unknown what exactly is going on, but all residents should remain on alert during this time. It is currently unknown if more cases like this will occur at this time, but if they do, another message will be issued regarding this. Please stay tuned for more information on this developing situation. The following message is being transmitted by the request of the Phillipsburg Police Department, in conjunction with the New Jersey State Police. A dangerous situation is unfolding in the city of Phillipsburg. At 4:57 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, numerous 911 calls were coming in that food turkey people had stored has suddenly morphed into actual turkeys before they would go on a rampage on anything it sees in its sight that seems to be a threat. Numerous injuries have been confirmed. However, at this time, no fatalities have been reported. It is unknown what exactly is going on, but all residents should remain on alert during this time. It is currently unknown if more cases like this will occur at this time, but if they do, another message will be issued regarding this. Please stay tuned for more information on this developing situation.
This is WRNJ, 92.7 FM here with breaking news development. A recent emergency alert system activation just occurred, and a local area emergency was just issued for parts of southwestern Warren County due to an unusual situation with the food turkey turning into actual turkeys and have begun causing chaos. The extent of the situation remains unknown at this time. However, I don't personally think the situation is escalating anytime soon. We had a caller in just a few moments ago, who experienced this weird change, and he wanted to speak on public air. Here from Phillipsburg is John. John, explain to us what you saw.
Well, we were just sitting down for dinner. Our turkey had been in the oven cooking for around an hour. Around 4:45, or roughly around 15 minutes ago, we heard a loud noise from the kitchen. I decided to go investigate it, and I saw a sight that I had never seen in our life. The turkey we were cooking apparently somehow, somewhere, turned into an actual turkey and started roaming the kitchen. At first, it seemed peaceful, but when it saw me, it made a sudden charge for me at a very fast rate. I ran out of my house immediately, but it continued to chase me while spitting out some sort of chicken at me. Apparently, between the time of me leaving the house and the turkey leaving the house, it injured a significant amount of people in the house, and they have fallen ill. I managed to outrun it in my car, and I have recently just returned.
That is an interesting story. Mind explaining to us what the turkey looked like.
Well, it wasn't like any normal turkey. It was much bigger and taller, maybe around 5.5 feet tall, and could run extremely fast, maybe around 35 miles per hour. It can also destroy anything that stands in its path. Neighbors around me have apparently been experiencing similar, if not directly similar events to this. However, I haven't heard any incidents outside of our area as of now.
That is weird indeed, John. Well, thank you for the interview. That is definitely some interesting wording about the turkey that emerged. Similar reports have also been confirmed across the local area. However, no reports have been received outside of Phillipsburg. Since there is no latest news development on this situation, we will continue with our normal programming for now. Please stay tuned for more information later at 5:30, if nothing else develops.
Those medical pills that push me over. I kill my fill 3 times a day. These ethanol fumes won't make me sober. One flame to take the pain away. I caught you lighting matches in the back room. Haters look mad when they pass you. Let's talk about around when it's past due. Reach a glass, do no. You don't gotta fight alone. You don't gotta fight alone.
We're sorry, but we have to interrupt from normal programming, as we have breaking news on the situation in southwestern Warren County. The situation in Phillipsburg has now expanded to surrounding towns, including Alpha, Lapatcong, Pahatcong, and Harmony. With the spread of this situation, we will now go into emergency programming, as this event could easily spread to the entirety of the county at any time. Numerous 911 calls continue to come in from these areas, reporting that these turkeys are transforming from their food form to a turkey, but they are much faster, very aggressive and very strong. This is backed up by these 911 calls coming in of hundreds of turkeys almost storming the area. So far, there has been no word on how or where the situation started, but hopefully, the police will find the source soon. One thing that could be said about a possible source would be around a local McDonald's, as that is where one of the first 911 calls came in. Surprisingly, I'm still surprised the 911 system is even still up. These calls that have been coming in are in the hundreds within minutes. If the system isn't already down or slowing, that would be a major shocker, because that amount of calls has to be overwhelming, with dozens of calls a second. Okay, we are now getting a new message from the emergency alert system. Stand by for this message.
The following message is being transmitted by the request of the New Jersey State Police, along with the Warren County Sheriff's Office. The situation in southwestern Warren County continues to escalate. As of this message being broadcasted, the turkey situation has spread to local areas and is spreading rapidly. As of this time, no events of these turkeys have occurred out of a 4-mile radius of Phillipsburg at this time. However, no reports have come in from Pennsylvania of any turkey situations related to this. Also, the 911 system in Warren County has completely crashed and is now completely inoperable due to an unknown reason. Even though there was an extreme influx of 911 calls, the system was still holding up before it stopped suddenly. Police are heading to the scene to investigate what has happened, and will release a statement once they find out more information. Due to this, all residents of the surrounding counties, including the ones in Pennsylvania, should be on the lookout if the situation spreads at any second. If you see any suspicious activity coming from the food turkey, get away from it as fast as possible and call your local police department. The next county that is likely to experience this situation would be Hunterdon County in New Jersey, followed by Morris, Northampton, Monroe and Sussex. Please stay tuned for more information on this extremely dangerous situation.
Okay, we are back after that message. As you just heard, or you are just tuning in, an extremely dangerous situation is spreading across southwestern Warren County. The situation continues to escalate, along with reports coming in of numerous injuries and now recent reports of fatalities. This continues to develop. Wait, are you being serious?
If you think I'm joking, question me. I effing dare you.
We just received reports of brutal turkey attacks coming in from surrounding counties. Some of these details are quite surprising. People have severe and deep scratch and bite marks across their body, some of their vital organs completely ripped out and their heads, severed. I honestly don't even know what's going on. This situation is escalating faster than we can deal with it. Counties that have these horrifying reports coming in from are as follows: Montgomery, Philadelphia, Berks, Bucks, Carbon, Lehigh, and Northampton in Pennsylvania and in New Jersey. Hunterdon, Mercer, Morris, Somerset, and Sussex. This situation is now beginning to threaten the Philadelphia, Allentown, Bethlehem, and New York City area now. I'm afraid by this point, that New Jersey and Pennsylvania aren't just the only cities being affected. Even though no other reports have come I feel like numerous states are experiencing something like this. I have this feeling that this could be occurring nationwide but with extremely isolated events. Anyways, back onto what I was saying. I was mentioning.
Jack, what is that I hear outside? It's not something I've heard before.
What the hell could that be? It better not be one of those turkeys. Just give me a second and I'll figure out what it is. Alright, we will be back here on WRNJ 92.7 after a station identification. I didn't even hear anything. Are you sure you heard something, Michelle?
Yes, I most definitely heard something. It wasn't a bear. It wasn't something I heard before. It sounded muffled.
No, I think you're going insane. There is no way some... Oh my god.
See, I wasn't lying when I said that was a creepy noise. You gotta. Oh my god, what is that? It's one of these turkeys. Run.
If you are just tuning in, the situation that has only been present in Warren County has now spread to numerous counties outside of there, mainly targeting eastern Pennsylvania and western New Jersey. The amount of turkeys estimated to be causing chaos as of this time is expected to be reaching near 100,000. Numerous cities at this point have likely been overrun with these monsters, as reports of some cities being heavily damaged by vicious turkeys ramming into buildings. This is a mass casualty situation, as along with these reports of thousands of injuries and fatalities. A statewide priority activation may be needed, along with voluntary or maybe even mandatory evacuation orders. Wait, what? Okay. Well, we're expanding our coverage area to include parts of northwestern New Jersey as one of our local stations there was apparently, from what I heard, overrun by turkeys, killing everyone in there. Dang, that was really unfortunate. But anyways, we need to carry on with our broadcast. We still have yet to receive any new information on what has gone on with the turkey situation. We here at WFMZ are hoping that this situation doesn't escalate more than it already has. Wait, we are getting an activation. Wait, multiple? We are getting multiple activations of the emergency alert system at this time. Stand by for these.
Statewide priority activation for Pennsylvania. The following message is being transmitted by the request of the Pennsylvania State Police. The extremely dangerous mass casualty situation that is occurring across parts of Pennsylvania continues to intensify. As of this message being relayed, the situation that had originated in Warren County has spread to the eastern part of Pennsylvania, along with scattered reports of events similar to this happening in all parts of Pennsylvania, including the cities of Erie, Pittsburgh, State College, Harrisburg, Wilkes-Barre, and Scranton. This has prompted a civil danger warning for the state of Pennsylvania. Numerous reports to extreme damage, extensive injuries, and fatalities have been reported. Due to this, all residents of the state of Pennsylvania should remove all turkeys away from their house as soon as possible to protect your life and property. A voluntary evacuation has been issued for all of Pennsylvania. If you wish to evacuate, evacuate, but in a calm and orderly manner. Do not evacuate to New Jersey, as they are facing the same situation at this time. No other states nearby have reported this, but some reports from Montana, Colorado, and California have come in too. If you choose to stay, make sure to lock and barricade all windows, doors, and entrances into your home. Make as little noise and light as possible, as if there are turkeys in your area. They will be attracted. If you see a turkey, or one breaks into your home, run away from it as fast as possible to avoid potentially being killed from these deadly creatures. The original source of the start has not been confirmed at this time. Repeating, if you are within the state of Pennsylvania, you have a choice of evacuating or barricading yourself in your home, but dispose of all turkeys outside of your home immediately. Stay tuned for more information on this extremely dangerous and potentially mass casualty situation. State Priority Activation for New Jersey. The following message is being transmitted by the request of the New Jersey State Police. An extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation continues to occur across the state of New Jersey. As of this message being broadcasted, most, if not all of the state, has been overrun with extremely vicious turkeys. Numerous cities in New Jersey have been completely overrun with these so-called monsters. Major damage to complete devastation has occurred, along with an extremely high number of casualties, over 2 million. The situation continues to escalate, and proper action needs to be taken now to protect your life, or you will face certain death. All residents of the state of New Jersey are being asked to either do the following: shelter in place or evacuate. If you shelter in place, lock and barricade all doors and windows, and produce as little light and sound as possible, as this is how these turkeys are attracted. Head to the most interior room of your house, and make sure the room has no windows at all, as these turkeys have extremely good eyesight and can see through windows with ease. Bring supplies essential to survival, including food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a battery-powered radio with batteries. Stay in your shelter until further instructions are given out. If you decide to evacuate, evacuate now. Do not delay any further. Bring supplies essential to survival, including food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a battery-powered radio with batteries. Evacuate efficiently but quickly. If you have any turkey food that has not morphed, dispose of it outside immediately, as morphications can happen at any second. Repeating, if you were within the state of New Jersey, you have a choice of evacuating or barricading yourself in your home, but dispose of all turkeys outside of your home immediately. Stay tuned for more information on this extremely dangerous and potentially mass casualty situation. Immediate evacuation for all counties along the Delaware River, including the cities of Allentown, Camden, and Philadelphia. This is an emergency situation underway. A mass casualty situation is underway and will continue. The following message is being transmitted by the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, in conjunction with the New Jersey and Pennsylvania State Police. The deadly turkey overrun continues to intensify and worsen across the states of Pennsylvania and New Jersey. As of this message being broadcasted, the entire Delaware River along with surrounding areas have been completely overrun with turkeys. These monsters have caused all crossing across the Delaware River to suffer complete collapse. They are also capable of destroying entire cities to the point of inhabitants. Due to this extremely dangerous, mass casualty and overall horrifying situation, all residents that live in counties bordering the Delaware River must evacuate immediately, if it is possible to. You no longer have any time to wait to get supplies. Now is the time to go. Do not delay. Grab all of your family members and people inside your house, including all pets, and go. If you do not have a mode of transportation, Uber and Lyft drivers are allowing for free rides out of evacuation areas, along with buses in areas being mobilized to help in the aid. If you cannot physically evacuate, barricade yourself in your home until you can evacuate. Do not stay in the counties under the mandatory evacuation order for more than 20 minutes, as that is when these areas are expected to be completely overrun. The rest of the New Jersey and Pennsylvania remain under a voluntary evacuation until further notice. You are asked to stay tuned to AM stations out of New York, as this seems to be the final significant source for news. Stay tuned for more information on this extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation.
Well, that was the most recent messages from the emergency alert system. As you heard, the situation that was only very sporadic has become extremely widespread across New Jersey and Pennsylvania, along with the entire Delaware River area being completely overrun. Since we are in the evacuation area, we will now be leaving our station for our own protection. Since all of the other local stations are going off the air, you are advised to tune into AM stations for more information at this time. We hope everyone stays safe during this extremely dangerous situation. We will hopefully be back soon, but for now, goodbye.
Considering the situation over here, it's not as severe as other places have reported. I mean, the entire Delaware Valley region has been completely overrun by these so-called monsters, and I wouldn't be surprised if that area is uninhabitable after today. I wouldn't be surprised to see an expansion of the evacuation order from the Delaware River to expand an area much larger. I'd likely expect one for areas east of Interstate 81 in Pennsylvania and to include all of New Jersey. I'd also like to point out, even though it's not in effect, I suspect there will be one if it's not in the expansion the Federal Emergency Management Agency is talking about. The situation down in that area seems to be the worst now, with more scattered reports in western Pennsylvania coming in atop of the original reports. This entire situation has just been so uncalled for. No one even saw anything like this coming, nor was anyone prepared. For those who are just tuning in from other stations, we continue to cover the situation, and we continue to cover the situation in the Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area. So far, compared to what we've heard from New Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania, the situation is much better, as helicopters continue to fly over the areas impacted. These reports have said that turkeys were roaming whatever was left, as some areas were completely demolished like they were never built at all. Philadelphia, Camden, Easton, Stroudsburg and numerous other cities including on the New Jersey coast has been wiped off the map from these turkeys, somehow. There's no explanation of how such well-built areas have just disappeared within an hour. There's no logical explanation for that. Something has to be happening that is causing this. All life in the area has also been killed. New Jersey might, unfortunately, be a complete loss. Wait, oh my God, we gotta activate the emergency alert system for this. Stand by.
Extremely dangerous turkey attacks continue across New Jersey and Pennsylvania and continues to rapidly spread and intensifies. The following message is being transmitted by the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The situation that originated in New Jersey, that had spread to Pennsylvania, has now spread to the entire Northeast. Multiple cities in New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, Rhode Island and Maine have reported these deadly turkeys. These cities include New York City, Montauk, Danbury, New Haven, New London, Providence, Newport, Boston, Worcester, Springfield, Lenox, Manchester, Portland, Caribou, Killington, Augusta, Bangor, Woodstock, Syracuse, Utica, Burlington, Watertown, Oswego, Binghamton and Buffalo. Due to this, in cooperation with these states' government, the evacuation area has been spread to all of the recently mentioned states, which are New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, Rhode Island and Maine. The situation, especially with how fast it is spreading, poses a threat to all life. If you do not evacuate, it will be your last decision if you don't right now. You no longer have any time to wait to get supplies. Now is the time to go. Do not delay. Grab all of your family members and people inside your house, including all pets, and go. If you do not have a mode of transportation, Uber and Lyft drivers are allowing for free rides out of evacuation areas, along with buses in areas being mobilized to help in the aid. Barricading your home is no longer a choice, as turkeys have been reported to be smashing through barricades with ease. Turkeys have caused entire cities to be wiped off the face of the earth, including Philadelphia. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation. The situation will continue to spread rapidly and intensify more within the next hour. An emergency session of Congress is ongoing at this time to decide how they should handle the situation. For now, the military will be dealing with the situation until a decision is further made. Local stations will explain more on what the current discussions at this time. For the time, though, all residents should evacuate now if you are not doing now. Attempt to avoid the hardest-hit cities by using back roads. Leave the interstates open for military use only. You are asked to tune to an XM station for more information. However, if you do not have Sirius XM, AM stations in the southeast will cover the ongoing situation from now on. Stay tuned there for more information on this extremely dangerous and life-or-death situation.
That was a message from the Federal Emergency Management Agency. As mentioned in the message, we have more certain information on the emergency Congress meeting going on in Washington, D.C. We have the following information. The situation has prompted Congress to discuss multiple actions to take. 1. An evacuation of the entire United States. This is the least likely choice, but they need to understand the situation ongoing. Turkeys have the capability to decimate entire towns and cities and wipe them off the place of their earth. As proven, if this creature is not contained somewhat any time soon, the entire United States, excluding Hawaii at this time, will be overrun by a predicted amount of 300 million turkeys. There is no clue at all if these turkeys can fly at all, but if they can fly, or this decision does not go through, it is on to the next. The second decision, nuke all of the cities that are being impacted, whether they are overrun or just scattered reports across the city. However, even though this decision being more likely than the evacuation of the entire country, there are some dire issues that would have to be solved in minutes. Since as a country, we can't technically nuke yourself, we would have to somehow ask other countries to nuke us to deal with the situation. That is where the issue develops. What if those countries that we ask don't say yes? Congress will not nuke their own country only under extreme circumstances. The final and most extreme situation is similar to the second one, but on a more local level. Congress signs an immediate bill effective for 24 hours that allows for state military to use chemical weapons to attempt to take out the turkeys. These creatures continue to be studied, but it seems like, from studies, usage of chemical warfare is the most likely situation. Some reports say that a combination of the second and third plans seem to be the most likely in order to completely wipe away the situation. This also includes the nuking of major cities not being impacted, but likely to be impacted by these monsters soon. These evacuations are beginning effective immediately in case Congress agrees to a plan mixed of nukes and chemical warfare. This will be the most efficient way, in my opinion, to do this. We are currently unsure of the major cities that will be impacted, but FEMA is expected to release a nationwide immediate evacuation for the cities they want to be evacuated. This message is expected to be out at around, right now. Stand by for a message from the Federal Emergency Management Agency.
Extremely dangerous turkey situation calls for immediate action. The following message is being transmitted by the request of the United States government, in conjunction with the Federal Emergency Management Agency. As of 5:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, reports of extremely violent turkeys have been reported in numerous major cities across the United States. Due to this, after an immediate session of Congress. The following information to be broadcasted is extremely important and you should listen very carefully. After a quick meeting, the United States government in conjunction with FEMA have decided that the best course of action during this event is to nuke all cities over 500,000 and to chemically attack all cities between 250,000 to 500,000. If you are in a city over 500,000 and have not evacuate now. These cities are as follows: Atlanta, Georgia; Sacramento, California; Mesa, Arizona; Fresno, California; Tucson, Arizona; Albuquerque, New Mexico; Oklahoma City, Oklahoma; Milwaukee, Wisconsin; Baltimore, Maryland; Louisville, Kentucky; Las Vegas, Nevada; Memphis, Tennessee; Portland, Oregon; Nashville, Tennessee; Detroit, Michigan; El Paso, Texas; Boston, Massachusetts; Washington, D.C., Denver, Colorado; Seattle, Washington; Indianapolis, Indiana; Charlotte, North Carolina; San Francisco, California; Fort Worth, Texas; Jacksonville, Florida; Austin, Texas; San Jose, California; Dallas, Texas; San Diego, California; San Antonio, Texas; Philadelphia, Pennsylvania; Phoenix, Arizona; Houston, Texas; Chicago, Illinois; Los Angeles, and New York City. All residents in these cities, and all residents within a 10-mile radius must evacuate now, if they have not already done it. Do not delay, you have no time left to grab supplies. Contraflow has been enacted in all of the mentioned cities to help in the aid of evacuation, but only on interstates. You have around 20 minutes to evacuate from when this is being said to get out. Chemical attacks are expected in the following cities: Kansas City, Kansas; Colorado Springs, Colorado; Miami, Florida; Raleigh, North Carolina; Omaha, Nebraska; Long Beach, California; Virginia Beach, Virginia; Oakland, California; Minneapolis, Minnesota; Tulsa, Oklahoma; Arlington, Texas; Tampa, Florida; New Orleans, Louisiana; Wichita, Kansas; Cleveland, Ohio; Bakersfield, California; Aurora, Colorado; Anaheim, California; Santa Ana, California; Riverside, California; Corpus Christi, Texas; Lexington, Kentucky; Stockton, California; Henderson, Nevada; St. Paul, Minnesota; St. Louis, Missouri; Cincinnati, Ohio; Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania; Greensboro, North Carolina; Plano, Texas; Lincoln, Nebraska; Orlando, Florida; Irvine, California; Newark, New Jersey; Toledo, Ohio; Durham, North Carolina; Chula Vista, California; Fort Wayne, Indiana; Jersey City, New Jersey; St. Petersburg, Florida; Laredo, Texas; Madison, Wisconsin; Chandler, Arizona; Buffalo, New York; Lubbock, Texas; Scottsdale, Arizona; and Reno, Nevada. These cities are under a voluntary evacuation. However, if the city is under a mandatory evacuation, the order stays. Some cities to be impacted by chemical warfare may still order mandatory evacuations. You are strongly asked to evacuate, but it is not mandatory. The president is being moved to an undisclosed and safe place, and will speak from there shortly. Stay tuned for more information on this extremely dangerous situation.
Wow, that's a lot of cities. Lucky for us, we are not in the immediate evacuation area or city, so we will continue to broadcast during this.
Immediate evacuation for the Wilkes-Barre and Scranton areas. The following message is being transmitted by the request of the Pennsylvania State Police. Due to the turkey situation quickly intensifying in Wilkes-Barre and Scranton area, all residents that have not evacuated must evacuate now, as these cities are expected to be overrun soon. These cities will also be nuked by the United States government within the next 10 minutes after further discussion of certain cities being nuked that are under 500,000. This is being done to limit the spread of these turkeys. If you do not evacuate, you may face certain death from exposure from fallout. You do not have any time to grab supplies, just get everyone in your home and go. After the nuclear warheads go off, do not go back to your home after 14 days, as there will be no home to return to, as these cities are expected to be completely destroyed. Temporary homes will be set up once the fallout clears. Once you evacuate from these cities, immediately seek a fallout shelter. Repeating, due to the turkey situation worsening in Wilkes-Barre and Scranton, all residents must evacuate immediately. Stay tuned for more information on this danger.
Those medical pills are pushing me over. I kill my fill 3 times a day. These ethanol fumes won't make me sober.